I understand why it twisted drive shafts.
Pretty bad.
So we got a call for a vehicle that is broke down in an off-roading area north of Los Angeles. So we're gonna head down and see if we can get it out. This is actually the third attempt to get this vehicle out, so I'm saying third time's the charm.
It's our first attempt, so hopefully it's charming.
What's the weather here in California?
It's like 70 and calm and sunny.
We're heading down here in Blue Steel. We've got the heavy wrecker and the banana on the back. Hefe and Rhett are coming down in the Subaru. They've got to stop in Las Vegas at Adams Driveshaft and pick up some parts because we're gonna attempt a trail repair.
This is gonna be a trail repair and a recovery all wrapped up in one. We are gonna try and put them back together, and then with our pulling and his own power, we should be able to get him out.
We're gonna get him out.
How you doing, Rhett?
I'm tired.
It's like 5:30 in the morning. We're heading down to Vegas to Adams Driveshaft to pick up the drive shafts for F550. Is that what it is? For some big truck. Hopefully they fit in this car. We're gonna try and catch Matt. That's the goal. He left about an hour ahead of us.
It's gonna be a very long day. Probably. I hope not, though.
All right, we just arrived here at Adams Driveshaft. We're gonna go get the drive shafts and get on our way. Then we'll check in with Matt, see where he's at. I think 3 drive shafts ready for us.
3? Let me check them.
All right, so we got the tubes. We don't know which size it is, so we got 4 of them here. LA, here we come. We've got the drive shafts. I need to know the next address. Sounds good.
Well, look who finally showed up to work today. We got Hefe and Rhett here.
Somebody had to sleep in.
Did you sleep in too?
I was up before him.
I slept in.
Tom was on time.
I was there.
I was on time.
Look at this. I think we have all of the shirts right here.
Yeah. Including that. All right, well, we are 2 hours behind schedule. Let's hit the road again. So I don't have all the exact details, but I have a general idea of how this vehicle came to be here. It was loaned to the crew of Donut Media to do some off-road testing, and during that testing it became disabled to some extent, and then over the course of them trying to free it, it continued to become more and more disabled.
The drive shaft is twisted up like a pretzel. Not one of the straight pretzels, the twisty pretzels.
Oh, I was going to clarify. I was going to say it's like a Twizzler, but when you said straight pretzel, that makes sense. So after they tried to recover it, James called me and he's like, "Hey, buddy, maybe you want to come do this?" And I said, "Well, maybe." And then he said, "But first, the guy who owns the vehicle wants to come and see if he can get it out." So on Friday, they came to try to get it out. I don't know what happened. I haven't heard anything. I just got a text from James that said, "Can you come down Monday and get this out?"
Here we are, getting it out. This isn't the first time we've come all the way to California to get out an impossibly stuck vehicle.
Well, that's right.
Should be fun.
Golden Nugget.
The Golden Nugget story in a nutshell is many years ago, Ed drove a Suzuki JL20 way back into the mountains. He left it there over the winter. A landslide trapped it. It stayed there for 40 or 50 years. We came back in, made a road back into it, got it most of the way out, sank it in a river, pulled it up the river, got it out, restored it, gave it back to Ed. Is that a short enough version?
So my GPS tells me we're about 15 to 20 minutes out. I'm really excited. I don't know anything about this area. I've never done any jobs in this area. I've never even really been to this area. We're gonna learn together. That's on brand. Some of the donut crew is gonna be here. I think Justin's gonna be here for sure. I don't know if James is gonna be here or not. They're gonna hang around to learn what it takes to get this rig out.
Do we know exactly who got it stuck?
Allegedly, Justin.
Maybe we'll have a little trophy for him when we're all done. I'm thinking we can award him the drive shaft.
Oh. This road just took a turn for the worse, pun intended, but you're not going to get it because you can't see how twisty and turny the road is. But you can see that it is now dirt and washed out. I just shifted into 4 low because that's what you do.
We are heading up the gravel road to find this thing. It says we got about 3.4 miles left, so we're not that far out. We got to ditch this car though somewhere and get in the more capable rigs. This is a pretty cool view. I'm not used to mountains like this without trees though.
Since the weather report has an expiration date, apparently it's now like 60 degrees, it's overcast, there's a gentle breeze, and it's beautiful. Whoever left the Subaru at our shop with the keys in it, we sure appreciate it.
We just found the Subaru.
No, well, we just took the Subaru. All right, we made it to the staging area. We're gonna get this unloaded and we'll get this thing. All right, the guys from Donut just called. They said they're in staging area 2. I guess we're here at staging area 1. We're gonna drive up there. Got all the levers in the right position. Let's do this.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Well, we've been better. It was less broken a while ago, and it was better, you know. But
We'll get it. We're gonna fix it.
yeah,
And we'll get it off of there. Hey, come here, pup. Oh, look at you. Those are good dog. Those are pretty eyes. Yeah. There you are. All right.
to fix my mistakes, huh?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. We said allegedly. We don't know who broke it.
I admit
I
it.
think he does.
I admit my faults.
Oh
I
my. We'll go get it. Where are the keys?
I'm going to put him in a safe spot.
It's a monster, holy crap.
Look at Hefe next to it. Hefe, he's like 6'7".
6'1".
Okay, 6'1".
This thing is almost too tall to go on some road.
I guess it's a one-of-a-kind prototype as well.
Is it?
It's mostly flat.
Yeah.
Is that your Bronco or?
Okay.
It is aluminum, isn't it? Probably.
It feels like steel. Let me see that magnet. Steel. Broke that off. Maybe in limp mode, but it will run.
What do you got to do? Pull the carrier bearing first?
Yeah, so I need all the tools out.
So did you bring us a drive shaft?
I brought us parts.
Oh,
We're gonna have to weld it together. Look at this. They've been using mat straps. Why is Ford still using 3/8 stuff? Tom, I'm gonna loosen a couple more of these, and then I need to rotate this whole yoke.
Let's make sure we're not going to move.
Well, the back axle's not hooked up right now, so nothing you do is gonna change anything, right? Is the front drive shaft not hooked to anything? Let's just hook a rope up to the wrecker. Ooh, that one's taking some damage. We're gonna have to file that. Is there a transfer case neutral by chance, or?
There's not. It says 2 high, 4 low, with nothing in between.
Put the transmission in neutral. There we go. That one got a little bit smushed. All right, we're gonna take the rest of these bolts out and then take those bolts out, get this out, and do the next thing. The bolt heads are kind of jacked. All right, there you go.
You can keep that as a trophy?
We're gonna make him one out of it.
There you go. Here, this end for you.
It's a boy. It's pretty bad.
I think we can straighten that out.
Hold it right there, just like straight on that flat edge. The flat edge.
That?
Yep.
Precise measurements.
Yep.
All around. Field expedient.
Okay, we're right there.
All right. We've got angle grinders.
All right, I'm going to tell you what the evil plan is, and that is to cut the ends off of this and retube it. And now you can watch that evil plan unfold before your very eyes.
Can you see the crack line yet?
Yeah.
Okay, Tom, put that in and weld it.
Find another one. We brought out 4 different tubes with us to see if one of these would work. This one looks like a good match. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. It's perfect, but not straight. We'll get it straight enough.
I was planning on getting better at this.
See this purple spot right in there? It's rocking on that. Can we grind that edge just a tiny bit?
Yeah. We're just gonna set this up here for a table. It's not gonna be pinned in. That's your welding table, don't pull it out. That's it right there.
Then when you need to buy a new drive shaft when they get home, they'll have one perfectly done.
It's gonna be a little bit of work to press this back on there. I was thinking this was 2-piece and we could sandwich it, but it's not. It's been welded, so we're gonna have to. There's the measure part, twice part. Okay. Okay. This is some caveman stuff.
Do we have a piece of paper?
No, here, scratch this.
What
do you have a piece of paper for?
To wrap around there and get a nice line.
We'll get one. My word of that word. Hey, mark this one.
Does that look about right?
Sure.
That was a pretty good cut.
It's looking pretty square.
There's your trophy.
I can't believe it. Thank you.
I think you have a chalice there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you kind of close off the inside of it. Yeah, you got a little drinking cup that you can have drink out
Well,
of the
best
handle
part-
at both ends.
There's a treasure map in here.
Oh boy. What in the world?
It's
Talk about a mystery.
It's an invisible ink.
It's just a vibration dampener. On this Premier Power welder, you want to let it idle down till this calms down, and then you can turn it off. That's awesome.
The only thing we're going to be able to guarantee about this drive shaft is that it's kind of straight and definitely out of balance.
Okay, we're gonna do a little deburring on this
Oh, you want
end.
to work on this?
So we're just gonna,
Whittle.
If I start now and just whittle a little.
I'm gonna whittle a little.
What you making? I think it just scratched up the plastic.
Yeah, it'll go
Let's
back
try
together.
to shove it in there.
Well, let's put this on first. Give me that claw hammer. We definitely have a phase. Okay, so spin that thing around. I hope we measured this right. Does it seem about right? That seems
Pretty
about
close.
right. Okay, shove it in there.
You want me to hold that down?
Take these straps off, Effie. Let's try a different tactic. We're gonna bolt it up there, and then we're gonna bench press this up into place.
That sounds heavy.
It's not gonna be heavy. Here, we just don't want those caps to come off. Press this thing up. Okay, that went. There we go. Okay.
It's going in.
Okay, we have another victory. It's pretty dang close. We're gonna have to tighten it in place and then tighten it later when it's better in place. Congratulations, Tom.
Yeah?
You are within a degree or two of being in phase.
Wow.
Okay, if anybody asks who welded this, you can say Justin.
I'd be impressed.
Started right up. Okay, I'm gonna let him turn around and get in front of me before I turn around. I'm gonna Austin power this puppy right out of here.
This front wheel's not turning at all. The winch line's hanging low.
Still on the road, you got about another foot. You're good. Okay. Don't get run over.
Don't get run over. This is heavy, heavy, heavy. You can just feel it. This job took us about, I don't know what, an hour and a half, 2 hours at this point. So that's how long it takes us to do an impossible job. 2 hours. How steep do you think this is? Is this a 20 degree?
I'd say it's probably about 30, my guess.
I'll meet you halfway and say it's 25. So this rig is a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into what it is, but I'm gonna get into what it isn't. It isn't made for this. This is a very, very steep hill. This is a very, very heavy rig. I understand why it twisted drive shafts. It's super heavy and really, really steep hills. Any bouncing, one bounce and boom, it's done. Ask me how I know. I know a thing or two about heavy rigs because I've seen a thing or two about heavy rigs and drive shafts.
Does it feel sketchy to you at all?
It just feels like the wrong rig to be here in. Those trees down there, do you see how low those were?
Yeah.
I don't know how they came through here.
It says right here, height 11 foot 9 inches.
Well, it is Arbor Day.
Is it?
No.
No, it can't.
But we're gonna be doing some arbor things with this rig.
Well, that's definitely something. How those brakes feel? Good? Good, good.
This is what I was talking about right here. There's some low-hanging branches. Perfection.
Alright, so Bad Daddy Braddy from Hoonigan just gave me this limited edition car. Hot Wheels.
That is awesome. Thank you, man.
No problem, guys. It was great watching you guys work. Like, you guys did, like, butter. That was butter.
I paid him $50 to say that.
Hey, they're not driving down the road with this, are they? They are.
I think so.
I love Ford dealership. So.
Well, Justin, you earned this.
Officially official. I've been saved.
So, Justin, hey, man, that's a cool trophy.
Yeah, we'll put it on my desk.
We appreciate you bringing us down here, thinking of us in your time of need. That was super cool. So we were down here helping Donut get this massive Overlander F550 thing off the side of the mountain, twisted drive shaft, carnage everywhere, solutions dished out by Tom, myself, Hefe, Greg, and Rhett. I got looking on Facebook Marketplace while I was down here. And less than an hour away, somebody is selling a 1963 Spider Coupe that is almost exactly like my first car, except for it's a Spider.
How old were you, Matt, when you got your first car?
I was 11 years old. For my 11th birthday, we didn't have much. And my dad had an old Morrvair in the backyard, and he gave it to me. I worked on that thing day and night. Whenever I could work on it, I worked on it. And by the time I was 14, I had it running. It was a total piece of junk, but that's what I drove through high school. So I'm thinking it'd be kind of cool to have my high school car again now that I'm not in high school anymore. Do you know why? So I can drive by the high school, past all the girls at the high school, so they can go home and tell their moms how cool I turned out. So we're gonna go down and look at this and see if it's something I want to buy. And since we don't have any trailer space, I'm gonna have to drive it home. And in case you're wondering why all of us are packed in here, it's because they literally opted to come with me. We don't need anybody here but Hefe.
That's not true. We might need people to push the car.
Oh yeah, the Subaru might break down.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Those stock hubcaps. So that's it, huh?
That's it.
We're gonna try to drive it.
Yeah? Gonna give it a shot?
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
So it's got a couple of known problems. One of them is it blows oil out everywhere. Do you see these, Rip? The quarter windows roll down.
That's starting to look nice.
Definitely got a lot of blow by.
Oh, wow.
What was it?
Rag?
Looks like a shop rag.
Oh, wow.
That should help immensely. Well, I think we're gonna have to put oil in this, or at least check it before we leave.
Get a good supply of sawdust somewhere. That got us home once. Just like you remember.
No, that transmission's in bad shape. I don't know if she's gonna make it home.
So how much gas do you have, Matt?
I have no idea. The fuel gauge does not work.
How
So-
far can you drive on a tank?
So these are 12-gallon tanks, and if this thing's running like really good, it's getting 18 miles to the gallon. Turbos did not get great fuel mileage. I like to figure we're getting 10 miles to the gallon to be safe, so I want to get fuel every 100 miles. We're gonna head back home now. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Have a good one.